Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and today is July the 12th. It's Tuesday morning, and it is currently 9:48 right now, a few moments after the market opened. Yes, the market is open. New York session is open, 9:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Central. And I appreciate everyone tuning in this morning to watch today's live recorded session video. But also I'm going to talk about a topic too about in regards to why it's so hard to make money scalping intraday. Intraday for a living. Why is it so hard? Why is it hard to scalp, day trading for a living? But that all depends on the person. So we'll talk a little bit about that and a couple factors why people have a hard time scalping when it comes to trading sessions during the during the morning session once New York opens up. So thank you for everyone following the channel, like I said, and watching today's video. If you're a first-time viewer, thank you. However you found the channel this morning and you're viewing the content in this video. A little bit about myself. I'm just a price action trader, guys. I trade the ES futures, which is the Emini S&P 500, pretty much 5 days a week. And these are my live recorded sessions here, which I post to the channel. And just trying to help, people out there with the content that I put out, and maybe to inspire others to want to start trading, or maybe they're in their journey or path of wanting to trade, and they're just trying to figure out a strategy to use, kind of piecing a trading plan together, or whatever it may be. But yes, thank you for following and watching the video this morning. If you're a newcomer, and I simply use a strategy that is based upon supply and demand, guys. There's aggressive selling and aggressive buying, and I use a top-down approach, meaning that I look for supply and demand off of a higher time frame chart, and then I scale down to a lower time frame chart and basically wait for price to break structure and then take it on a pullback. So it's just a pretty simple strategy that I use. Pretty successful in doing it. Been trading for years. And once you find something consistent in your life, when you're trading, then you just stick with it, right? And that's the key, just like anything else in life, guys. When you find consistency, you just you go with the flow. You may try to tweak things and make it a little better, but consistency is where it's at, especially in trading as well. Trading is one of the hardest things that I have ever, came about or kind of, learned to do in life. And I think a lot of people probably vouch for that as well. But either way, if you're first time a newcomer watching the video, please, if you don't mind, give a few seconds here, and you can go ahead and hit that red button, that subscribe button, and make sure to click on that little bell icon, if you don't mind, next to it. That's post notification to make sure you never miss one of the uploads here on the channel. So I'll give you a few seconds here while I kind of briefly look at the charts here, and then we'll dive into today's video and talk about a little bit about why it's so hard for people to make money trying to scalp intraday during the day session, or even the evening session. It doesn't really matter. It's just in general, why is it so hard for people to scalp during and make money? All right, so hopefully you've already clicked that subscribe button. We do have a Discord channel for the community here at Future Trading with Mike. If you're interested in joining that, just simply find the link down to the Discord in the description portion of the video below, and click invite, and you can invite yourself to the Discord. On the that's basically a community where we can general chat community where each and every day, especially during the session when we're trading, fellow like-minded traders, we're talking about giving or throwing out our ideas and basically just conversing about looking for levels in the market. Traders are talking about what levels they traded from, kind of a question and answer type forum as well. So I mean, anything surrounding trading, guys. Most of everybody on here trades futures of some nature. Doesn't really matter if you trade, what particular equities class you actually trade. If it's one of the, currencies or commodities, or stock index, one of the stock indexes or indices. It doesn't really matter, guys. I trade the ES. Most people trade the ES on the channel, but hey, if you trade futures, I'm sure there's plenty of guys on the channel and gals on the channel, on the community and Discord that probably trade other markets as well. I just primarily trade the ES futures. So, but anyways, yeah, join the Discord today. Just find the link down in the description and join today. There's other information down in the description as well that you can find, some great books They cover great topics about trading, especially if you are a newcomer or you're want to kind of broaden your mind frame around trading. So I always talk about two major topics that are heavy hitters when starting out, and that's market structure and price action. But also there's books down below in the description portion covering topics about volume analysis as well as supply and demand. Okay, so let's look at today's market and let's get moving here. Yesterday we did pretty good yesterday. Posted that on the video from yesterday showing you my live recorded session there. But the market did continue pushing down overnight. You know, we do see where we've had this run to the upside, making a high, price pulling back, but it didn't come up here and break this high, nor did it break this low yet. So we're kind of just moving, you know, in between this leg right here. Sorry about that, guys. If you hear some noise in the background, somebody's passing by on a lawnmower, or tractor, or whatever it is. But anyways, we didn't break this low here as well, so we didn't make a run or make a break support and make a run to the downside, making another low. So, but this is off a 60 range chart. So I'll blow this up a little bit. What we're looking at is the market continue it made a high here, forming this leg to the kind of the upside here, and then now it's kind of pushing to the downside, making lower lows, lower highs. Yesterday we did break this into the overnight session, this low right here, which is support, and pushing lower. I'll mark this box here, kind of a big demand zone, with price actually moved to this area, and then, you know, support right there. So what's it going to do? You know, off a higher time frame chart where we have a lot of support, as well as a lot of, you know, there was buying that accumulated here, and price continue pushes to the upside. Well, there's going to be an opportunity to go long, you know, more than likely if price rejects that area, and that was around maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. We got to push back up to the upside. So where are we at right now? Well, right now, price it's actually tapping into an area right now where there's supply at, you know. So let me take this off of here so we can kind of see what we're looking at now. I think that was from yesterday. So right here in this area here, price didn't stop when it got here. It kind of blasted through that area there, but now it's moved back to this area right here. This is an area of supply right up in here, okay? You see price bouncing. Shortly after the market opening up at 9:45, somewhere around there, market started rejecting that area. You can see it here on the 12 range chart as well. So we are breaking structure to the downside now, meaning price is breaking through structure and breaking through areas of support as it's moving to the downside. All right. So what could possibly happen at this point? Let's see, price broke down. Okay, so this right here would have been an area to possibly go short. Maybe not for much here, but it was an area to go short on this pullback right here. Okay, and now price may try to continue pushing to the downside. You know, it has to continue breaking through areas or levels to the downside if it's going to do so. But this is the retracement or leg pullback to the upside right here. So we'll see what the market does. There was a little zone right here, so price could come back to this area, tap back into it, and we could, you know, move back to the downside possibly. So we'll see. But it may come back down, and let's see. Let me take a look here. Yeah, it's hitting up against support right now, and we're at the top volume area. So, and we got the VPOC sitting right here. Just noticed that. So we definitely going to hold off, right? All right. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about why it's so hard to really make money for some individuals. You know, it just depends on the person trying to scalp intraday. You know, it doesn't really matter what market it is. But we'll talk about the ESA for instance. But for one, the ES is a very thick market. Okay, so it doesn't have the movement like most markets, like the Dow, the Nasdaq, the Russell. Those are the major indices. Because they're thinner markets, they're kind of more fluid, a little bit more liquid, and they move quicker and have bigger gaps when it comes to swings and things like that. So when they move, they move. They don't bounce around and play like the ES does. So you know, the ES is being a thicker market, a lot more volume being traded than the thinner stock indexes, or you know, the major the future indices here. So that's one of the biggest reasons why it's just such a thick market, and a lot of people kind of shy away from it because they find it kind of hard to scalp it in a sense because it just kind of bounces around. When it gets to a level, they want to enter. They're looking for a quick move or quick price to do its thing, and then wait for the next setup. So a lot of people kind of shy away from scalping because. But scalping can be, it depends, because a lot of people have the general idea that scalping is, I'm just going for a few ticks or whatever the case is, a few points. And most people who come off from a background of swing trading or position trading, they're looking for big runs. They're trading on higher time frame charts. They can be looking at a 4-hour chart, trying to trade off an hour chart, or trying to, trade off, look at a 4-hour chart and trading off a 30 or 15-minute chart, whatever the case is, looking for a bigger move. So those are, more so swing or position style traders, guys. Got a helicopter right now. A helicopter flying over me, so sorry about that. Yeah, so right now we're getting a run to the downside. So that's the first thing, guys. As I'll say that about scalping is just some people just kind of shy away from scalping because they think that they only getting small movements in the market, whatever the case is. But the thing about scalping is that you actually get so many more opportunities than just looking at a higher time frame chart and trying to stay in a move for a session, a whole session, or a day, or whatever the case is. The thing about scalping is there's so many different setups that you can be looking for throughout, and that's how I'm able to make make good money trading or good profits trading each and every day, because there's so many setups. I can just have to wait for them, but the opportunities will unfold. And so to me, I like scalping. A lot of people probably may try to shy away from it, but you have to become good at it. It's not. It's a technique and a strategy. And it's a skill, I should say, not strategy, but a skill, I should say, that a lot of people you really have to dig deep and learn. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. We'll talk a little bit at a time about why people find it so hard to try to scalp intraday and try to make money that way. All right, so yeah, we were right here. We got a little area right here. Price is bouncing at. Looks like at this level here. So let's see if we can maybe try to get into, I don't know about here. Yeah, not too keen right here. So the market direction is definitely, right now we're moving to the downside. We're breaking structure going to the downside. So this is a pullback right here. I didn't get into it. But this was a move to the downside, guys. Let me see. Yeah, like if you're looking at a higher time frame, like the 60 range chart, price breaking structure here, breaking through support right here on the way to the downside. This right here, price probably gonna come back down here and probably try to test this 38 level, 38 area sometime soon. So, so almost a guarantee, almost there. I'm gonna go short. Just try to get filled here quick. It probably pull back on me first before it moves lower. So we'll see here. Let's see. It's probably gonna pull back though. May get a run back down here to 30, like I said, 38 possibly, because it's done broke through structure already, coming down, pulling back. So some people probably get into this rejection up here and take it on back down. So let's see. I'll go for it. I'm gonna go for it. There we go. First contract's failed. All right, might pull back here. We're getting. There we go. Got filled. Okay. Like I said, I think we're gonna come down here and test. We're already at 39 and 3/4, so we're only like a point away from the area. Price is coming down there pretty quick. Look at it. See on the 4 range is down there. Okay, it's probably gonna come a little lower. We do have a small area. We have an area right here where price can kind of bounce at. Let's see. But this was an area. This is rejection right here off the 60 range. This was supply sitting right here. Okay. So, and we do have an area of demand sitting down here, so price can come back down here and reject again too as well. So it's coming down there. It's at 39 and a quarter, pretty much right at 40. 40 is a hidden pivot level, so be careful around that area as well. What's today? Today's the 12th, like I said. So we'll see what we have off that one little trade there on the yeah, that I picked 11 ticks so far on the trade right there. That was 11 ticks, quick 11 ticks. All right. And this is my setup here, guys. If you're a newcomer to the channel, 60 range, top left, top right, 24, 12 below, and then 4 range over here. This is the 60 range is my higher time frame that I kind of look for direction. 12 range is the anchor chart. I will take trades from here from some time, depending on what the depending on what the 60 range is doing. But sometimes I'll look for zones or areas off the 12 and trade specifically with entries off the 4 range. So it just depends. Okay. So 40. Yeah, so we are hitting the area of demand off of the 60 range. Okay. Yep. Okay. Send out a message to the group right quick. Let's say 3868 area. 3868 up to 3880 area. That was supply up there. Okay. Let's see, that was supply at today's high off the 60 range. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Price is let's see what price is gonna do here. It's hitting up against, like I said, demand off that 60 range over here. Probably can't really see it. This area right here. That was the area I showed you this morning at 4:30 or 5 o'clock this morning on a 60-yard chart. Price bounce pushed up, so it's hitting that area again. So the question will be, what will it do? You know, it's kind of hasn't got that all the way back down to that area. You know, the low of today, where the price projected that area, when price projected that area, but it is back tapping into that area. But let's see. So when price projected off of this morning, it was actually around right here. The low was around 330. Okay, so the 60 range isn't really okay. There it is, right there. Okay, 330, and you start to see that green candle on the 60 range start pushing to the upside. Okay, so it started breaking structure this morning at starting at 330, pushing to the upside. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so it could come lower and test in this area right here, or maybe even a little lower. So we'll see. But right now it's kind of rejecting where it's at. So we'll hold tight. Okay. All right, so the second reason why a lot of people find it hard to kind of make money, trying to make money scalping for a living, each and every day trading trading futures, say for instance, just scalping is because they look at it as if you know it's a quicker way of blowing their account in a sense. It's like because they're having to put on multiple trades or put on multiple positions just to try to make a profit or whatever the case is. But it's a skill set. If you use the right strategy and using the right strategy and knowing how to trade, you can actually make more money. It's because there's so many opportunities when it comes to using the top-down approach, or like looking at a higher time frame and scaling down. You see a lot more opportunities if you know how to. Some people just trade off of a higher time frame chart and then they hold that position. I don't like to trade that way because it's like, you just have that fear of price maybe moving your direction, and then all of a sudden it pulls back, say to break even, or whatever the case is, and it's like, man, you look at the opportunity where you have that opportunity to take profit, and as a swing trader or a position trader, let's say swing trader, you're looking for a big run. Price is going to have big pullbacks and pushes, and that to me is just like, I don't like trading like that. I like to look for the setups to be able to get in when I see it and then get out exactly. I can almost pinpoint and target my entries and my exits, So, let's see what the market's doing here. So now it's breaking back to the upside here. Let's see if we can get a little pullback to, ooh, look at that run. Okay. Running to the upside. All right. So, okay. Looking at an area maybe where it could let's see. Don't know. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people are scared to scalp, especially when it's more so the ES, say for instance, or any particular market, because to them in their mind, they can't see the opportunity. They think that most opportunities, the bigger opportunities, come from staying in a trade longer. When, to me, I don't know, I like the thrill of scalping. I like the thrill of seeing the multiple setups and being able to see the market unfold. It's kind of dry and run when you sit there and just trying to hold a position. And then it's like you have to sit there in front of your computer for hours on end sometimes. And I like to get into a trade, be out within a matter of a few seconds or minutes, whatever the case is. So price is hitting right back in an area of support right now. All right, so it's hitting right back in an area of support off the 12 range right now. You can see it broke up. It broke structure right here, broke this area of resistance, pulling back. So, but yeah, let's see. So there's a few reasons why some people kind of shy away from scalping, and they find that it's hard to make money scalping. Not to me though. Okay, price is kind of tapping a little bit. I'm not quite hit that zone yet, but I'll take it. Problem here is that I need to see price. There's not going to be much clearance to take a trade from really in this area if let's see. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if price will try to come a little lower or not. Sorry, tested this area here. So, yep. When price rejected down here at the man on the 60 range, right here on the 12 range, it came up here. You had some area to fill right here, some voids right here. Price projected right here. That's where it ran back up to, with that area of supply. So just tapping into a little area right here. I like to see it come a little lower below this high volume area here, and then maybe look for something. It's got to reject here though. So to me, it's like seeing the setups. I can see it. I can get into a move. You know, you guys see me all the time. Take my entries. I'm kind of dead on, and then I get out knowing exactly where to get out at. So that's why it's easy for me to make money scalping. But some people don't. They can't see that. It's like seeing small levels, or smaller setups, or smaller areas. It's just hard for them to see. So they look for those bigger swings and levels in the market and like to trade from them. But within bigger swings, you got a lot of little swings. The price can kind of bounce around. Let's see. Not sure the price is gonna continue pushing lower, but we have this run to the upside right here. I talk about this at the area of rejection. Price starts breaking structure to the upside. Okay, so we're breaking structure now. All right, I am definitely. That was one little contract. I was trying to get in on two. I know it's probably going to run back up to a little higher. It's going to pull back though. Okay, I'm in. Looking for a quick scalp here. Let me take a quick scalp. Come on, baby. What's the market doing here? Come on. I don't think it's done here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Take out. Why did it jump like that? Come on. I have a little problem with my okay. Not sure what's going on with Intraday. I need to contact them about something. But anyways, yeah, I'm up 24 right now. Took a little one tick slippage on that trade there. Right here, you see it. 24 right now. Okay. Price probably may run back up to this area right here. Well, let me see. Yeah, possibly back up to this area right here at 52. Possibly could. So we'll see. So I'm just up 24 ticks. Okay. It's chopping around right now. I don't know why. Let me see here. It's come up to 50 right now. Okay, maybe it's not going to run up there. I don't know if I need to kind of reset my database or not on Intraday, but I think it's going to get to run back up to the upside, guys. I don't think the market's done here. Come on. There we go. I knew it was coming back up here. I knew it was coming back. See what I'm saying? See? Right there at 51.5, almost 52. I just said it. Okay? So, I'm up 35 now. Okay? Alright? I'm going to put that out in the community right quick. Give me a second, guys. Got in at, somebody said they got in at 40 and a half. 40 and a half. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I need to check into something on my Ninja Trader. Everything seems to be okay in my dome, but it's something with dealing with the chart. I don't know if that's something to do with the data or what it is. But anyways, it hasn't been giving me any issues when it comes to my P&L. It's just on the charts. Sometimes things kind of get out of whack. But anyways, I'll check into that later. Send them a message today. But anyways, what I was saying was that's the reason why I like trading it, because it's like I can see these levels. I can see these areas where I need to get in and get out at pretty quick. So, right here, when price came back down to this area pretty much, we're not right back down to the lows of today, but price started swinging to the upside, right? All right. And I always say when price is making a move back up to the upside and starts breaking structure, don't trade at 50% area. This is kind of the 50% area, but what do I always say? When you see price come to an area like this, all right, come to an area, always look for, when price pulls back, it can reject any of these little swings on the pullback. But when it does that, you must be looking for what? For price to start breaking structure back to the upside. So that's why I switched over to my 4-range chart. When I saw price come down to this little zone where I have this red line at, which is below this high volume area right here, that is particularly, what is that? Right here, in this area right here. Price starts breaking structure back to the upside. That's why I said, and I think on a video over the weekend, I think it was either Saturday, I said it. If I'm taking a trade off of a zone or an area off a 12 range, then I'm looking for price to start breaking structure back to the upside. It does that. Then it pulls back, okay? And then when it pulls back, I can look for an opportunity to go long. So, and that's kind of, that's what I did there. Price pulled back, rejected. I saw that. I went long. It's doing the same thing again here. So it made a similar high right here. But be careful here because price may try to push, move lower now because it didn't break this area here, this high right here, made a similar high. I'm not saying it can't get a second run back up to the upside, but typically if it makes a similar high or a lower high, it may try to push back down, push back lower. But you just kind of trade what you see based upon if price is rejecting a certain area. But yeah, this was, like if you look at the 60 range, this was this move to the upside, big move, price pulls back. This is an area right here of demand. Price pushed up, okay, try to, there was some void here or not say gap filling, but some areas that had to be filled here. So price pulls back, tests the area supply. You get a run back down to the downside, pretty much tapping back into this area of demand sitting right here. So you see that price hitting back in that area of demand. Well, here it is from this morning, but when it pulls back right here again, it's still hitting this area of demand, pulling back to the area of demand, and then you can look for a trade opportunity again. Price pulls back to area of demand off the 60 range. This is typically the area right here, and then it rejects, pushes up, pulls back, pushes higher, breaking structure, pulls back. There's a zone sitting right here off the 12. Once price rejects that area, you can go, you can go long. So it's kind of how you do it. Well, if you, yeah, I'll leave it like that. That's kind of how you do it. So I hope you guys understand that. I trade zones, but I use a top-down approach of looking at, opportunities to go long or short, depending on, basically looking for rejection is all it is. But it's purely based on supply and demand and following price action. So you have to have a solid strategy in scalping. If not, it's going to be, some people find it harder to do. So they may trade supply and demand when they trade off a higher time frame, looking for a bigger move. And I don't like trading like that. I don't like just, it's like you almost have to sit into a position for a period of time, depending on what time frame chart you use or what chart style you use, whatever the case is. Some people may trade a 5-minute chart. They may be able to get into a trade and then get out within a matter of minutes or whatever the case is. But I just like trading like this. I guess it's like when something works for you, like I said, consistency, you stick with it, and then, you just kind of make it better and better and better. Yeah, so I think, some trades people may not be able to see those little opportunities in between. So they kind of focus on, bigger moves in the market, whatever the case is, looking for bigger levels to trade from. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just all about your style of trading. I'm purely an intraday trader. I purely like to trade you know, maybe 2 hours out of the session, especially during once New York opens up, and that's it. I'm done after that, you know. So sometimes you don't get, you have to continuously look for, if you, you know, our swing trader, say for instance, then you have to look for, wait for price to make those setups, and it could take hours, it could take days for price to make a, you know, a setup that you're looking for, and then you have to, then you execute. So this is what I was mentioning right here. It's ranging right now. Price made a similar high right here, but because we didn't break to up, make a, you know, medium continue breaking to the upside, make a new high here, breaking through this area of resistance right here. Now price is pulled back, making a lower high. It could continue pushing lower, but we are still in this little small area of what am I trying to say? Small area of demand off the 12 range. Okay, so and then you have traders that, you know, they kind of shy away from the short-term scalping idea, because of the fact is they feel like they have to put multiple positions on just to, when I say multiple, several positions on, you know, just to kind of make a profit. They feel like, okay, they made profit on one trade, and then they get into a trade and again, and then they lost their profit. They may lose that trade, may be a losing trade, and they lost the profit they made in the first trade, kind of back and forth type thing. But you know, once you learn a solid strategy and you trade it and you discipline it and you wait for the move, for the setup to actually unfold and happen, the rejection, you should be golden, you should be good. So, you know, I do this each and every day, and that's how I build, you know, build upon, build my account up when I was first started trading, building an account up, and you just have to be patient and be disciplined, and letting that same setup unfold each and every time. You're looking for the same thing. Okay, so price did reject this area, which is close to the VPOC right now, so it's a no-go for me. I'm not saying price can't push higher, but yeah, so I'm just gonna wait. So just wait it out. But yeah, I like to, you know, let me know how you guys trade. You guys are you know, you're intraday scalping. You know, just looking for those setups off of a lower time frame chart. You know, maybe looking at maybe an hour time frame chart or 60 range, or you know, just kind of looking at a, not from a bigger time frame, like a 4 hour trying to trade off an hour, or looking at a 4 hour chart trying to trade off a half an hour chart or 15-minute chart, or whatever the case is. You know, do you kind of trade the way I do? You may, you know, look for a slightly higher time frame chart and then scale down to a lower time frame chart and start scalping from, or do you trade swing? Are you more so like a hold type person, hold position type person, or I say swing trading type person, trader, to where you just kind of holding your trade for, you know, a period of time, whatever the case is, you know. But I'd like to hear from you guys. Drop a comment below. Are you, you know, do you swing? Do you position? Do you scalp? Are you a scalper? I guess scalping can mean different things to certain people, because I guess even as probably a swing trader, you can claim yourself to be a scalper because you're actually scalping. You're not looking for holding a position for multiple days or a week on end, or whatever the case is. You're just looking for, you know, even during a session, maybe holding a position just for one session, get into it in the morning, closing it out during the before the session closes. So I guess you can still be considered a scalper in a sense. Maybe you're just kind of like a long-term, you know, long-term scalper, whatever the case is, or intraday long-term scalper, meaning you scalping for several points or out of the market off of a position that may take, you know, off of a trade or off of a setup that may take a little longer for the trade to unfold. But you just never know sometimes. The market can start racing and fill your position pretty quick. So I guess it all depends. But yeah, I look for, you know, kind of quick moves in the market, quick little setups, whatever the case is. But I'm always looking at a higher time frame, which all traders, you know, if you're smart at trading, you're always doing the best way to trade is looking at a top-down approach. You know, using a higher time frame to put you in a direction and understanding the market's intention or understanding the market's direction in a sense, and trading in the same direction when you start scaling down and trading from your lower time frame chart. So, so right now, trying to see here. What was this at 38? Right here, this was supply sitting up here. Price is pulling back. It's trying to break more structure to the upside. So I don't know if it's just trying to make a low here on the higher time frame, pull back just to break lower. So this is kind of ranging right now. We're in a wedge, so you can see the wedge. We trace back here. You know, we kind of broke the structure, made a high here. It's got a low, so this is a low of this leg coming to the downside. So this was a low here, price pulled back, and this would be the second leg of it forms to the downside. But right now we're just wedging. We're in this area right here. We're just wedging, moving sideways. So this is kind of iffy or tricky situation here. So be careful. This could be an area. I'll call it back up in this area here where price could actually maybe a small little area zone to take a short from, but you have to wait for price to get there. So right now I'm holding tight and not going to do anything at this point. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna hold tight right now. Okay, this was price was a little short right here, taking out the 4 range, I'd say. Price pulling back here, rejecting. See the rejection right here, price making structure breaks to the downside. Pull us back. This would have been your short right here. To go short, take it back down to the low right here. It did come a little lower, but I'm gonna hold tight right here. Yeah, we're kind of around the V-pop right now, so I'm gonna hold tight. But yeah, a lot of people, I think another reason why they kind of shy away from the whole idea of I guess kind of short-term scalping, meaning, you know, scalping from a lower time frame chart, say for instance, and not kind of scalping from a higher time frame, you know, and waiting for bigger moves, is having to put on, like I said, executing multiple positions, meaning getting into a trade multiple times. And to me, I mean, not to me, but to them, it may be more of a risk factor. It's like I said, they feel like it could, you know, in one trade it goes good, second trade, you know, they could lose, and then they're back to break even or lost some, and then they're having to continue to kind of like, you know, back and forth, make trades to make a profit. But, you know, I execute my trades and get in because I can see it, you know. That's the thing about, I said you have to understand market structure and really understand and be able to reprice action. Is it's the same thing. If you can trade from a higher time frame chart, say for instance, and you're a swing trader, whatever the case is, looking for bigger moves, you can do the same thing if you just kind of study the charts more to be able to see the smaller swings. Just, you know, be able to read price action just a little bit more finer, zoom in more in, and to really see what price action is doing. So that's, you know, to me, it's just, I don't know. I guess it really has to do with your personality, you know, and dealing with how much patience you really have. And it's not like putting on more risk or anything to me, even though you're trading a little more, you're putting a little more trades. Some people may see it that way, though. They may feel as if, you know, taking on more trades provides more opportunity to take losses. Not to me. It provides a greater opportunity for me to be able to make more, because I'm able to read in small areas what the market is trying to do, you know. And it's just all basically just looking for the same setup. It's just if you're trading supply and demand off of a higher time frame chart and you're looking for a bigger move, say a swing move, then you can do the same thing if you just kind of zeroed in a little bit closer and zoomed in, trading from a lower time frame chart. It's just being able to see it, you know, a little bit more finer, a little bit, you know, zooming more into your charts to look for more opportunities. They're there, you know, and that's why I like the beauty in being able to trade intraday for maybe a max of 2 hours and trade it from a lower time frame, but always be in the direction of the higher time frame. But right now, I mean, if you look at the higher time frame right now, What would you say the market is actually doing? To me, it's actually moving sideways right now. And looking at it, we did get this run to the upside, and it pulled back, ran back to the upside, made a lower low. Right now, it's chopping to the downside. My mind frame would be kind of maybe looking for shorts at this time, only because we are kind of breaking structure back to the downside here on the higher time frame. But you know, like I said, we're in a wedge position here, market trading sideways, and this here could be just a continuation of a move to the upside here to break this area of resistance right here. So, you know, it's you got to kind of read the market and kind of formulate or have an idea of what it may be trying to do. Not to say you're 100% right, but just kind of have an idea of what it could do. But just kind of reading price action at the given moment of the area which price is trading around. Like right now, what is price trying to do? To me, you know, the higher time frame outside, I'd be looking for shorts, but on the lower time frame, the 12 range, it looks like it's trying to chop back to the upside, but we do have areas of resistance above here, so be careful. Yeah, looks like this may be a second run or second short right here. You can see it here on the 12 range. Let's see. Trading too close to the VPOC right now, so I'm going to stand down, hold tight. I may look for another little trade entry and call it a day here. I'm up 30 trying to see here. 35 ticks right now, so we'll see. Yeah, price is trying to break higher here. We'll see. I mentioned we do have some areas of resistance above, so we'll see. Yeah. Let's see. Just gonna mark this little area right here. Okay. Now 50. Yeah, we'll see. Kind of in a little, I don't want to say, a little channel to the upside here. Made a high here, pull back. Making a higher high here, pulling back. Excuse me. And we'll see. I'm not sure what it's going to do. We do have some areas of resistance above. You have supply sitting right above us that it already tested. So, yeah, the question is what the price is going to do, what the market's going to do. So I'm going to give it a few more minutes here, and if it doesn't want to paint a picture for me, I'm going to jump off. Okay, let's see. Price come to this area here. Okay, reject it. Trying to see if we got, okay, the pullback was right. Let me see here. Yeah, right here was a pullback. It goes short. I missed it. Okay, so it's back down to the VPOC. Okie dokie. Let's see. I think anyway. Let me check and take a look. Yeah, pullback was right. Right here to go short and take it back down to this area here. All right, so I missed that trade there, guys. That was a trade there. I was doing something else. So basically, price pulled back to this small area, the zone here, around 66, 67. They go to 4 range. Price was moving to the upside here on the move leg to the upside. Comes back, breaks lower, pulls back, makes a lower low, breaking through small area structure, taking, breaking through support. Right here, break candle, goes short. You can take it back down here to around 50, 59, 58. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Yep. No go for me right now. Now there could be a short opportunity if price comes back It could come to this area right here, but it could come up here to around 65 area, somewhere around there maybe. I'm not sure, but it's at the VPOC right now, so just kind of hold tight. Hold tight, hold tight. Okay, I'm trying to go short here, see. Alright, it's come up a little higher, but I'm trying to go short here. Take the first contract right here. Hmm. 63. Come on, baby. Trying to go short. Let's see what she got to give here. 59. Hopefully we can get filled here. Might just go for a point here if we can get filled. We got the VPOC right here. I didn't see. It must have shifted. Okay, come on. Yeah, we're at the VPOC, so I don't know how much gas she's gonna give here. Look at it. There we go. Take it. I was trying to take it out. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get out this trade here. Cause we're right around the VPOC. I'm not gonna trade around the VPOC, so I'm gonna trade there. Probably didn't pick up much. K35 up 42, 7 ticks. So, all right. So that's gonna be the run for me today. I'm gonna be done. I'm not gonna play around with this too much more. Lost a little tick on a slippage on a trade going long. One little tick. So I'm up 42 for the day. And I think I'm going to call it for right now unless I see something else happen throughout the session. So if you're trading, guys, be safe in the market, okay? We're trading around the VPOC right now, pulling back, bumping off supply. So that's going to be it for me right now. Trade safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one.